yeah? Who is this?
It was that weekend. Don't tell the people.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Ian Maxion, and welcome back to another episode of GlamTorials. On this episode of GlamTorials, I'll be showing you how to do a sultry smoky eye using the new Lorac Noir palette. This palette they came out with at the end of last year, and I absolutely love it. I really like it because you can customize it with the key that you can pop the eyeshadows out and make your own palette. It's pretty cool. And in the hair portion of the video, I'll be taking my model Lily's hair from a shoulder length cut to 22 inches of beachy luxury waves. I'll be using the Bellami clip-in silk seam extensions in 22 inches in the color Jet Black. Isn't she pretty? I love these extensions because it's a really great quality hair, and the weft at the top is super thin. I know it's kind of hard to see because I'm also wearing black, but it has a nice thin weft that sits nice and flat on the scalp. So I definitely don't have to worry about the extensions popping out as much. And a huge thanks to my model Lily for coming in and letting me glam her up. She was kind of giving me Kendall Jenner vibes at the end, but I don't know, maybe that's just me. Alright you guys, and if you like the tutorial, please make sure to subscribe, like, follow, comment, and do all the things. Make sure to hit the subscribe button so that way you are notified of the newest videos that come out. I'll be releasing a brand new GlamTorial every Sunday and would really love your input. Let me know what kind of content you want to see, what kind of hair or makeup stuff you'd like to learn how to do. I appreciate any and all feedback, and I'll try to implement all your suggestions in the videos moving forward. Alright, well with all that said, let's get started. On a fresh, clean face, for a flawless complexion, I'm going to start by spraying Cucumber Water by Julie Hewitt. For moisturizer and primer, I'm going to be using Embryo Lace. Will somebody please tell me if I'm still pronouncing that wrong? For foundation, I'm using Lorac Pro's Soft Focus Longwear Foundation in shade 14, Medium Dark. Now I'm using MAC Studio Finish Concealer in NC35. Placing it where I want to conceal most and highlight. Forehead, down the nose, on top of the lip, and the chin. Then going back and blending any harsh edges with the remnants of the foundation. To set everything into place, I'm going to use this compact powder by Lorac in shade 4. For blush, I'm going to be using Mistletoe from the 9 Ways to Shine palette by Tarte. Unfortunately, they don't sell this palette anymore, but I'll go ahead and put a link to something similar. For contour, I'm going to be using this cream contour by Huda Beauty in shade medium. Before I apply, I like to warm up the cream on my hand or on a mixing palette, then gently like to work it into the skin. Again, starting light and then building up the product. Well, unfortunately, darlings, I forgot to showcase this powder, but if you watched my last video, you'll know that I love to use this translucent powder by Face Atelier to bake. I used to live for the translucent powder by Laura Mercier, like the Bible, but as soon as I started using this, I'm telling you, it was a game changer. To prep the eyes, I'm using this eyeshadow primer by Lorac. For eyeshadow, I'm using this gorgeous palette, Noir by Lorac. For a transition shade, I am dipping into the color Sable and applying it above the crease in a windshield wiper circular motion. With a smaller brush, I'm going to dip into that same color and apply it to the lower lash line. With the shade Smoke, I'm going to go ahead and apply that to the crease. For more dimension, I'm going to go in with the color Ink, which is a nice matte black, and apply that gently to the outer part of the crease. For the lids, I'm going to go in with the shade Onyx, which is a gorgeous smoky gray shimmer. For eyeliner, I'm going to use the color Blacker by Marc Jacobs. I'm going to apply it to the waterline and then smudge it out with a brush. Do the same thing to the upper lash line. Time to brush off the remainder of the powder. For brows, I'm going in with this brow palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills and using the shade Granite. Again, I like to start my brows towards the end and then gradually work my way inwards. Curling the lashes with this MAC eyelash curler, then adding mascara. For a COVID-safe application, I like to put the mascara onto a mixer and then use a disposable spoolie and apply to the lashes. The mascara that I'm using is Stellar Gaze by Pacifica. If you follow me, you know that I love using these foam ink lashes called Saintly by Bellami. Honestly, I feel like they're just the right amount of extra. To warm up the skin a bit more, I'm going to go in with everybody's favorite, Hoola Mineral Bronzer by Benefit. To line the lips, I'm using Whirl by MAC. To create nice and straight lines, I go very slow when I line the lips. Almost to a point where I feel like I stop breathing. Anyone else? For lips, I'm going in with Edie by Julie Hewitt. Little fun fact, I was told by Julie herself that this was one of Angelina Jolie's favorite shades, so I definitely had to try it. I absolutely loved it, but I thought it was just a smidge too pink for Lily's complexion, so to tone it down, I used On Mute Liquid Lipstick by Anastasia Beverly Hills to top it off. Now it's perfect. For highlighter, I'm going to go in with the color Frosty by Tarte Cosmetics. I'm applying on the high points of the cheeks, down the nose, and right on the tip. To set the makeup into place, I'm going to go in with Fix Plus by MAC. Now here's the final makeup look. Beautiful, soft, and smoky. Now stay tuned for the hair tutorial. On dry hair, I'm going to apply a heat protectant and brush it out. I'm using 22 Heat Block Spray by Kenra. Once that's in, I'm going to go ahead and section out the hair into 3 parts. A top section, a middle section, and a bottom section, which is the part that I'll be working on first. Again, I'll be using the 22-inch silk seam extensions in colored jet black. For every section, I like to tease and hairspray at the root so your clips have something to hold on to. For the first set of clip-ins, I install them upside down so the hair sits on top instead of popping out into your neck. Once you have that installed, I like to take about an inch in width of hair to start curling. For this look, I let a few curls out as I'm curling. This will lengthen and pull the curls as opposed to keeping the curls round and bouncy. I leave about an inch or 2 out of the curling iron for more of that effortless, I did my hair yesterday and it still looks good vibes. To keep it kind of piecey, I'm alternating the direction of the curls. Here's a back view of what I'm doing. Back combing and hairspraying every section, then firmly clipping in the extensions right on top. Once you have the extensions firmly clipped in, continue curling the hair. Make sure to alternate the direction of the curls and continue doing that for the whole head. Once you get to the top, separate to a middle part. On both sides, curl the first 2 pieces away from the face. Then continue alternating directions towards the back of the head. Then, as a final step, add a little hairspray to set everything into place. I like to add a little volume in the back, then spray a little on my fingers to clean up the front.